everybody, it's Leah. I am back with part 2. Today we are going to build the pages that go inside of our folio. Okay, for those of you who haven't been following, we're doing a Tim Holtz folio mini album. Okay, when we open it up, I know what you're all thinking. Leah, I keep opening this book up and this page just keeps flopping around. Don't worry, we are going to take care of how to close this, and I'm going to give you options once we get to that part. I think it's going to be 2 more videos from now, but trust me, I have thought of how we're going to take care of that, okay? Next, we open this up. Again, we're going to set aside our spine. That is not for today. That's going to be for another day, so put it someplace safe in your kit where you're keeping all your stuff. We are going to build this insert. Okay, so let's set aside the folio. And it's funny because as soon as I built it, I was like, oh God. I thought, oh, we're going to make 5 pages. It's going to be awesome. And then I put the first page in and I was like, we're going to build 3 pages. Awesome. Because, well, 1, it's a lot of work. And 2, I'm not going to lie, it's thick. So we are definitely going to be doing something with the hinge to make it bigger. For more space, just like we did on the first page, how we made that little gusset. We're going to make, well, that's another project. I'll talk to you about it later. But we are going to make it so that it accommodates the 3 pages with space, okay? Because don't forget, it's a flexible folio, okay? So what we have here is a page that's an envelope page with the card that goes with it. I believe this is an A7 size envelope. It's a 5x7 card. You can get the Recollections 50 pack at Michael's. They are $10 for 50, but you can get, there's always a coupon. Okay, then we're going to take another card and we're going to cut it down. And then we have a paper bag page. This is the base of the whole thing with the pocket and another small pocket. Okay, and this is another one of these cards, but we're going to cut it down so that it can accommodate a 4x6 picture. And I'm not going to put that back because it was really hard to get in, because when I did this, the thing, I didn't make a little gusset. We're going to make a gusset, okay? So then this is the part that's going to attach to the hinge. Let's close this, flip it to the other side of the page, and we have our card project lifestyle, what are they called? Pocket page insert. Okay, we're going to find those leftover pocket pages, the awkward one that we never use. And I'm going to show you how to attach this to the book because, yes, it is plastic and it's a pain in the behind. But look, I ain't going nowhere, guys. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do that. I say it's not going anywhere, but is it sliding out? No. Okay, good. Don't make a fool of yourself, Leah. And then this last page, this is the back side of this, so we can do our layout scrapbooking. So we are going to do all kinds. It's like 4 different kinds of scrapbook styles in one page. So you get your envelope album page, you get a paper bag page with this spot in the top, and we'll make inserts later in another video, and then pocket scrapbooking and our regular old layout scrapbooking space. Okay, so what you're going to need to make this page is, oh, you need a total of, I'm sorry, you're going to need 3 paper bags. I got mine from Starbucks. I get them every single time I go to eat at Starbucks because they are included with my purchase. So why shouldn't I walk out of there with a bag if I know I'm going to use it for scrapbooking, right? Okay. We are going to take the hinges off of that. I mean, the handles off, and that's how we're going to get our pages started. You are also going to need 3 of these envelopes. Again, your A7 size envelope. You're going to need 6 of the 5x7 cards, okay? They're going to be inserted into the page. And you're going to need 3 of these pages, okay? So the first thing that we are going to do is take the handle out of our bag. So open up your bag. It's funny, this is the 2nd time I found a receipt, like in the back. What did I get this time? Oh, Protein Bistro Box. At least I ate well. When I did the other one, I found a receipt too. It's pretty funny. Okay, so we're going to open up the bag. Now, if you look at the bag here, you don't have to use a Starbucks bag. I'm going to preface this by saying, use what you have. So, if you don't go to Starbucks, or you don't go anywhere where they give you a bag this size, a similar size bag is comes in a 2-pack. at the Dollar Tree, okay? Or, you know, any other bag, because we're going to cut it down. So it really doesn't matter as long as you don't go bigger than, I mean, you don't want to go too much bigger than, what does it say, 8 by 10 or 8 by 8? Yeah, it's like 8 by 10 bag. Okay, so, I mean, this is a decent size. If you have one that fits, because our pages are going to be 8.5 by 6.5, you know, by all means, like, if you can find a bag that's like 8 by 6 or whatever, that's going to be fine because you're going to have space around and you can always cut down a bigger bag. Okay, so back to the inside. Okay, if you look here, our handles are attached in this way where there's 2 parts to it. I'm going to lift up the first topmost part and remove that because we want to be ginger and not damage our bags, right? Okay, that's if you have a bag like this. I don't know if the other bags have handles where it's not glued down like this, but you know, I mean, you want to look at the handle and see how it's glued on and be very careful when taking it off. Remove my handle. If you want, you can save this. Ooh, you know what? Maybe we'll use this as a closure on our bag. Hang on to one of these, okay? Hang on to 2 of them, just in case, okay? We're going to hang on to 2. We're going to put them in our kit. Okay. Now I have this other part here. I want to carefully get rid of as much of this as I can without tearing my bag to shreds, okay? Have extra bags. You know, I mean, you want to always have extra in case. I have a few extra because I get them every time because, I mean, if I'm buying Starbucks and I can get a bag for free and I'm going to make mini albums anyway, I may as well take my free bag on my way out the door. Okay, so I clean this out. I'm not too concerned about being perfect because, again, it's for me. So it doesn't have to be terribly perfect. If you're giving this away and you want it to be super perfect, you could maybe reline the inside of the bag, but you'd be taking up space, don't forget, inside your album. So you'd have to accommodate for every piece of cardstock that you put in there. You're going to hear all the noises today. We don't have the older child, but the baby's up, and also the washer's running. It's the 4th of July today. So you're probably not going to see this on the 4th of July, but I'm still going to wish everybody in America a happy 4th. You know, the day that we announced our Declaration of Independence. It was really July 2nd that we declared independence, guys, just in case anybody didn't know that. Okay, so, oh, history fact for you. Okay, so, all right. Take our other handle. We're going to set it aside, put it in our kit. Okay. Sorry, I have the sniffles every time I make a video, and I feel like all you guys hear is me sniffling. And I'm talking so much while I'm trying to, like, do this. Yeah, so even though the older child is gone, the little child is here, and he is screaming his face off today, guys. So I apologize. I'm talking very loud, in case you can't hear what I'm saying. All right, we're done. Good. We're going to take all this. It's garbage. We're going to throw it away. The next thing we are going to do is open up. Actually, no. The next thing I'm going to do is burnish. I learned this yesterday. Burnish your bag really, really well because I didn't burnish the other one. And I'm like, it is not laying as flat as I would like. So I'm going to burnish the hay out of this bag. Okay, just out of this piece because the other piece is going to lay pretty flat. Okay, that's just going to help us a little bit with the not taking up too much space. Okay. We are going to take this part right here. You're going to cut a sliver off of the top of this bag. Okay, so we get our cutting board out. Sorry if it's a little bit bright. I'm going to find what a sliver looks like. And I really mean like just a sliver, guys. You don't have to cut a lot, okay? There we go. Oh my gosh, it's so hard to get it in there. Okay. All right. I mean it really. Just a sliver. You don't have to like go crazy trying to measure, find 1/8 of an inch, okay? It's not that big of a deal to have it just a sliver. Okay. So, now we've got this nice open pocket. And we have another open pocket. Well, this will be an open pocket up here at the top, okay? So, we're going to start. No, we're not going to glue anything down until once we've got this cut. Okay. We're gonna cut the height of our bag down to 8.5 because that is the size of all of our finished pages on this section. On the other one, it was 8.5 by 5 1/4. We are going to do, is it 8 1/4? 8.5 by 6.5, guys. 8.5 by 6.5. Okay, so we go 8.5. Why don't we measure? Leah, just measure. Never told anyone to measure. Yeah, 8.5. 8.5 by 6.5. I just want to be right about this, guys. I don't want to have to do this like again. I feel like I went through this measuring thing last time. I like second guessed myself and I was right. Okay, 8.5 by 6.5. But you know what? Measure twice, cut once, because I didn't do it some other time and that was a mess. Okay, we are going to hang on to this because we can use it to make a gusset. Okay, now with the pocket page up top, we are going to cut the left edge off. Not the right edge, the left edge. So I'm going to turn my bag upside down. We're going to go to 6.5. I feel like this is the part where everyone's going to freak out. They're going to cut their bag open and go, oh my God, I have this big floppy mess. What am I doing wrong? No, you've done it right. If you have a big mess of just openness, you're cutting right. Okay, so hang on to this. We are going to use it again. Okay, hang on to this little edge with the corner. Okay, next. I forget what we're using it for. Oh yeah. Okay, I know what we're using it for. All right, so now we have this piece here, guys, and it's like really open. And you're like, oh no, the inside fell out. Yes, it did. All the parts are, you now have this, okay? Trust me, it's gonna turn into a page. Okay, the first thing we are gonna do is go to the inside of our book here. We're gonna glue these little bits down. Don't cut them off because, trust me, you won't be able to get anything into your book. We're gonna glue them down. Take our wet glue or your ATG, whichever works best. I always prefer wet glue. And we are on glue. Okay. It's the only thing I don't like about wet glue right there. And we are really going to glue this really nicely. Okay. Right there. That's going to be our first glue. Then we're going to do this piece right over here. We're going to glue it down. Okay, make sure you get all the edges of that because we don't want that sticking up later. Okay. We're going to come in here. We're going to glue this little bit down. Okay. I know it's a little awkward, guys, but trust me, all these bits you're going to want to glue them down. Okay, we want this book to be as flat as possible. Okay, the next thing we are going to glue down is this bit right in here. Not all of it, just we're gluing this to this so we get this, okay? We want to just create one giant open gusset, okay? So, we come in here, we put our glue, and we glue that down. Burnish it. It helps things go faster. Okay, and don't worry about all of this mess here, guys, because when we decorate our pages with our paper, you won't even see it. Okay, now we have this, and it's closed, but we still have this. Okay. We're going to glue this part Yes. Okay. We glue the, now, start here. We're going to make the little gusset that's going to go in between the page. It's just going to be a small one, the length of this short part. So, take that third piece that used to be the inside here, take it out. You just cut a piece. Stay closed. Come on, glue. There we go. Okay. We're just going to cut a little part here, like this, with our, oh yeah, use your bad scissors today, guys. You know, the ones that you bought so no one will use your good scissors, but nobody ever uses them anyway, so they're probably your better scissors. Those are the scissors we're going to use on our project today, okay? All right. We are going to cut a little angle. Okay? And glue this here. Not this part. This part here in the front. Okay? We're going to glue it right to there. So you glue the back side of it first. Okay? The point should be at the top. It goes right into the corner. And this just makes it so you don't end up with this like jabby kind of pocket. It gives, trust me, it works so that the things that go into the pocket slide better. All right, I'll do that. This way you have a pocket all the way to the edge, because if you glue the edge like I did the first one, your 4 1/4 by 6 1/4 cut down card, which we're going to do later in another part of this video, they're not going to fit properly into the bag because there's no space, because you haven't gone all the way to the edge of the paper. You glue part of the paper shut, you lose that space this way along the page. Okay, so now that we've got that side glued down, let's burnish. I like this side of the burnisher, by the way. Nobody ever uses of the burnisher, of the bone folder. No one ever uses it, but it's awesome for stuff like this because you get a nice flat, as opposed to trying to go like this with this thin little edge. You get this nice flat fat piece to help burnish. Okay, we're gonna glue this part now and glue that together. Okay, we're getting there. Now we have a pocket here. Okay. Oh, what did I do? Glue. You have to wait for the glue, guys, a little bit. I don't have fast drying. I have like this, like, what do I have? I have the Scotch Scrapbooker's glue with the 2-way applicator. I mean, it's great, but it's slow. It doesn't really, things don't, you gotta wait for it. Okay, now it's probably good. All right, so now we have this like this. We need to get this closed. Yes, this time you're gonna glue along the edges here because we don't have to worry about how wide the pocket's gonna be here, because this is a short, it's very short. You're not putting anything big in here. Stubs from tickets, little tags if you wanted to cut out tags from, you know how like you get those 3x4 they're like 3x4 cutouts on a page that are like, you know, tags. Sometimes when you get your pattern paper, they fit great in this shorter pocket, okay? So we're gonna glue this right here, from the corner to here, and the corner to here. And once we've done that, guys, we have our page base all glued together. Okay, once this is locked down, I will show you. Sorry, but the sniffles again, I'm sorry. I can't stop. The allergy season's been atrocious. Okay. There we go. All right, so we have the opening. Now you can see it's just one loop. All that gluing paid off, guys. We got one part that we're gonna attach to our binding when we're ready to put the page together. We have an open gusset here, which is one piece. This is where we are going to glue our envelope page, and this is where we are going to glue our pocket insert page. You have a pocket here and a pocket back here, the shorter one, okay? And the back is plain. See, that was like less than 20 minutes complete. Well, it's more me jibber jabbering. So I'm going to say that this will take you, once you get flying and you've seen this video, probably about 10 minutes to get it all done. Okay, I'm going to reset, and then we are going to start on making the other parts of the page. Okay, now we need our pocket insert. We need the piece that we cut off the edge here with the bottom part of the pocket. Okay, we're also going to need a stapler. Okay, you're going to take your pocket page and you're going to do something, and you're going to go, Leah, are you sure? And I'm going to go, trust me, I'm sure, just do it. We're going to fold this plastic page, and you're going to, oh no, first we're going to cut it, and then we're going to fold it. You're going to hear a lot of crackling while you fold this page. It's not going to break. These are sturdy pages, okay? So the first thing we're going to do, we are going to cut a sliver off of the top of this, maybe about about 1/8 of an inch, okay? Just so we can be certain that it fits, because it is the complete height and we don't of the page, and we don't want it to be too tall. We want it to really make sure that it fits height-wise. So again, like a little sliver, just take that off, okay? It doesn't matter what kind of page you're using, unless your 3x4s are on the top, you'll lose a little height. But other than that, I mean, this is a weird little page. I don't know what you do with it. I don't know who uses these. I'm not gonna lie, like, I've never used it in my scrapbooking. I took them out because I didn't know what to do with them. But this is like just under 6x6, this part here, so it's not like you can even stick a whole 6x6 page. I don't know what they did. But, you know, we're gonna figure out how to use it. We'll make layouts and we'll stick pictures and stuff. I mean, it can fit a 4x6 and we can, I don't know, title. You know, whatever you're going to use this for, you know, this is why we're using this. This is the book of random stuff that we have laying around, right? Okay. Look here. You see the seam? See that seam? We're folding on the left side of the seam. Okay? I'm going to zoom in so you can see. Oop, wrong way. I'm going to zoom in so you can see what I'm doing. I go, and the seam is underneath where I'm folding. Okay? Don't fold on the seam. Okay, this crackling noise is insane. You hear it? It's just noisy. Crackle, 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 crackle. Okay, so make sure that you put the page face down and we are folding backwards so that the open part of the face will be this side and you folded this way. Okay, it's gonna look like this. You're gonna go, Leah, that's gonna fall apart. I'm telling you, it's not gonna fall apart, guys. It is not gonna fall apart. So we're just gonna keep bending it by hand first, like this. Making lots of noise. You hear my son scream? He's a maniac, guys. He's a maniac. He does that all day long. Okay, and if you look, you can see that the seam is on the front side. Do not fold inside that seam. Do not fold on that seam. Again, whatever I said about seams, guys, like, stay away from them. Stay away. You need that seam in the front so you can use your pocket properly. If it goes to the back, you can't use that part of the pocket, right? We're gonna take our bone folder. Yes, it's not gonna break, guys. I promise. And we are going to bone fold along the line that we just made. And I mean, like, do it hard, guys. Don't be afraid. You're not gonna break this page. Look. Page is not broken. It's not broken. It's not going anywhere, okay? Now, these are from Simple Stories, these inserts. But I've seen, I mean, these inserts are all pretty strong. I mean, they're making, like, tools now where you can melt the pages and seam them together. So I think it'll be okay. You put a little thing in it. If you're finding that the pages you are using are not great, I say get the Simple Stories ones. All right, so let's zoom out a little bit. We are now going to get this piece, turn it like this, open it up. You see the corner here? Pull it out all the way. So now you have a piece like this. Okay? So I'll go backwards. Again, this is the top of the pocket. Turn it this way. Open it, reach in here in the back, and open it all the way. We're going to cut this down. This is how we're going to attach our thing to our page to the hinge, because I mean to the book page, because this is how we're going to attach the plastic page into the, we're going to call them signatures, okay? Signature, because I feel like I'm using the same word over and over again. Alright, we're just going to cut this part off here. Oh, come on, be straight. Okay. Alright, take this off. You can throw this away. We don't need this now. We also don't need this because we use the other one. Okay? So now we have this part here. It's a little taller than our bag. Right? Too tall. We're going to cut the bottom part of this off, okay? We're going to 8.5. No, we're not. We're going to go just below 8.5. Just a little bit below 8.5. Actually, you should see there's a seam. There's a seam right here from the bag page. Is it showing? Come on. There's a part here. I don't know why it's not focusing. There's a part here You just cut along that part. Okay. You'll see it. I don't know why my camera's not focusing, but it's there. All right, we cut that little bit off. We get rid of that. We're going to cut this down to 1 inch. Am I wrong about this? Do I mean half an inch? I bet the whole thing should be 1 inch. Get good, it's a half an inch. Oh my word. Me with the measuring. I don't know what's up with me. Half an inch, guys. Half an inch. 1/2 an inch. Wow, this is going to be a hot mess. I know it. I always do this. My pieces are always just like floppy. Okay. All right, when you cut it down to 1/2 inch, you're not going to fit all the way against this. And that's good, because what have I said? Stay away from those creases, right? Okay. When you do the 1/2 inch, you will see that it does not go all the way against there. Oh, come on. Okay, we're going to open it up. Get this cutting board out of the way. I'm like full of giggles because I don't know. I did not sleep last night trying to make sure that I had this stuff together to film today. All right, we take this, we open it up, we slide it onto here. You're going to staple this down. And the staples need to be facing down. So you go this way, okay? Because you don't want the staples to be this with the back part, rub it against this thing here. You want the back part of the staple to come out of the back side of the page, like so that it goes in between this part and the back part of the staple faces towards the front of the page, because then you have all this paper to protect the other parts of the page. If you do it this way, you stand more of a chance of it rubbing up against this page and making white marks in your page. I learned that the hard way on another book when I put binder clips right against the plastic. I wasn't thinking. Stapler. Do not staple through the holes. It's not going to be sturdy. Staple here at the top. Look for this hole first before you put your staple through. Push this thing all the way. It's not going to go into that corner. You don't have to worry about it because we cut it short. Okay. Last one. Make sure you're pushing this down real good towards the inside of the page. Okay. Now that we've stapled this, we are going to cut little notches, little angle notches. It doesn't have to be big. And this is just so that, again, we get a good insertion onto our signature, okay? Now, burnish it again. Burnish it 1,000,000 times, guys. And this is why I said you need junky scissors, because you don't want to cut this plastic with your nice scissors, okay? From the other side. Burnish from the other side. See how my staple parts are sticking out of the back there? They are not coming out of the front. They're coming out of the back side of the page. Okay, we just want to burnish this really good. Really good. Try not to do it against the staple. Okay, because we really want this page to lay as flat as possible inside our book. Okay. I don't know what I did. All right. We take, I'm sorry, my chair's creaky today. We're going to take our page. It's the pocket side. It's the flat side. This is going to go on the flat side. Okay? The reason that we stapled this paper to this is because paper, when glued, will stick to paper. Plastic, I don't want to stick to anything when you put glue on it. Maybe with red line tape. I don't trust tape, sticky glue adhesives like that. I mean, if you do, I suggest you use the red line because that is like the all-time most all-powerful tape glue, strip glue, like these. But get the red line tape, okay? This is not going to hold your book together. It's just not. The plastic is just going to slide right out. It's going to pop off. You'll turn your pages and eventually it'll pull it out. Okay? So we are going to, and glossy accents doesn't work either. I tried it. It did not hold the page together. All right. You take your glue, regular old scrapbooker's glue, and you're going to glue on the inside first. Okay, the side where the top of the staple is. Okay. Oh God, really get it on there. All right, we want this to stick really good. Okay, all the way to the edges and the corners. Good. Okay. You're gonna open up the page like this. We're gonna slide it in. We are not going to put this edge all the way into the corner. This is why having this not all the way into the corner is good. You're gonna stop where your paper ends, okay? Start at the bottom, get that edge in there, okay? And just start lining the paper up, okay? This gives us space so that when we open and close our page, it has room to move, okay? If we got right in the center there, the page would stand straight up and down every single time we try to look. Eventually this page is gonna loosen up, this plastic, and it's gonna be easy to get to look inside the book, okay? And move the pages, okay? Eventually this is gonna get more flexible. I do not suggest that you turn the page all the way around and make it completely like it goes like, you know, because then I think you'll start to do some damage to the page, okay? Having the one fold isn't so bad, but I think folding it back and forth, eventually, because it is plastic, it will snap, okay? Rub this really nicely. Let's burnish. Let's go inside the page and burnish. Ooh, pointy side up, guys. Don't get the pointy side into the corner of the bag, right? Carefully. We're doing this carefully. All right, this is going to take a minute, unless you're using a more insta-dry glue. Scotch has one. They have a quick dry scrapbooker's glue. They, who else has a really good one? Tombow Mono Multi. Quick dry glue, very good. Okay. All right, so now that we've kind of got this page like stuck down, we're not gonna think about it too much. So now you can see the page is glued down. Okay. So just go back here. I'm just gonna burnish this a little bit more. I really want to make sure this is stuck down. Okay. Don't worry about this little bit. If you see it poking up, that's okay, because this whole thing's gonna get glued down. All right, if you feel more confident, put an extra staple. Put an extra staple. You don't have to before, but if you find like if you find gaps in there bothering you. Okay, next page. Envelope. Let me get our envelope. I don't know what I did with my envelopes, guys. That's the finished one. Where's the envelope? Okay, here we go. You need the envelope, and you're gonna need 2 cards. Eventually I gotta make this 3rd page. So when we do our assembly, you can see what I'm doing. Okay. You're going to take your cutter with the flap side up. You're gonna cut most of the flap. We're gonna cut it right where that little thing is. We're gonna cut just inside of there. We're gonna give ourselves about a 1/4 inch. I mean, a 1/4 inch, a 1/2 inch from the corner and to the flap. Get rid of this, so you don't need that. Now you have this, okay? That tab is how you're gonna attach a page. We're gonna cut a sliver, again with the slivers, Leah, yes, a sliver of the page, or of the bottom of the envelope off, so that we can get our card into this end of the envelope. Just a slip, dang it. Okay, use your sharp scissors if that happens. Don't try to go back on the thing. You'll never get it straight. All right. Just a sliver, guys. You don't need more than that, because now our envelope is open. You don't want, if you got too much off, the envelope starts to get too close to the corner here, and we don't want it there. That's my laundry. It's done, guys. Pocket side up. We are going to glue this piece, just like we did the other one, on the inside here, like this. Go all the way down to the bottom of the page, and we're going to glue it in, okay? There we go. All right, just like that. Tuck it in. If you don't want to do it to the bottom, you don't have to. That's just where I chose to put it. Remember to give yourself some space, guys. If you get it too close into the corner, look, I gave myself a little less than 1/8 of an inch. Okay, so that I have room for this pocket to move. See, you want it to be like, you want it to have space. If you put it right up against that, it's not going anywhere. Okay. push that down. Get it on there nice and good. Come in here like this. Turn it upside down. Where's our bone folder? We're going to burnish this. Guys, we're almost done. We're almost there. Okay. There we go. Now we're going to glue this shut. And because we have paper on the back side here and the paper here, this is all going to come together. It's going to glue together really nicely, okay? But you have to hold it down for a little while. Don't glue this part shut. I mean, you don't have to. You can if you feel more confident that it'll be sturdier. But, I mean, I'm just going to do about 1/4 of an inch of glue, 1/2 inch of glue space on there. Okay? Get all the way to the edge. Alright, there we go. I'm just going to press that down. This way. Move the page. It's easier if you move the page. Okay, I'm going to press that down really good. Again, you can use a red line tape. If you feel confident in your ATG, go ahead, do that. I know a lot of people put their pages together with ATG. Personal preference is key here. If you find that that works well for you, then that's what you should use, okay? All right, now, once this is sticking down really well, we are going to flip our page over. We're going to cut down our card. I mean, literally, guys, this is the whole page. We've really just done it. That's like the whole, that's the whole of it. Why is that sticking down so good? Oh, because it's a plastic. I probably should have stapled that better. All right, add 4 staples, guys, down the line. Spaced out. I have a little bit of a gap, and it's bothering me a little, but not enough where I really can care. All right, yeah, so let's take our 5x7 cards. Okay, fold them. Burnish that really good. Okay, 1 card goes in here. Okay. Now I know what you're saying, Leah, but this is open, Leah. Yes, it is. And when you go to finish up your decorating, when you decorate your page, you're going to glue the decorative paper around the edge, just around the edge on the decorative paper. Then you go on this part and you zigzag on here, and then when you put that all down, or you use your, you know, your ATG, put the ATG here, ATG around the edge. Well, no, wet ATG. You can do ATG around this edge. You must use wet glue here, so you get a very thin line. And you don't get your page, your card stuck to this ATG glue mess. Okay, and then you lay your decorative paper on like that, almost all the way to the edge. Not all the way, guys. Right? Okay, and then it'll close up this space, and you won't see that inside of that pocket. Okay, so again, this card goes in here. Boom. Now, we want to make the card smaller so it can fit inside this other pocket. And again, don't forget we have 2 pockets. It's not going in the short pocket, it's going in the deep pocket. Okay? Get our board out. Cut again. Oh, wait, first you fold it and you burnish it. Get scissors out of the way. Glue out of the way. We don't need the glue anymore, guys. You can put the glue away. Okay, this is the last step. We want to cut this down to 4 1/4 this way. Why 4 1/4? Because our photos are 4. We want just a little bit around the outside of that photo. 4 1/4. I would not personally, again, because the picture is going to take up the whole space anyway. I don't waste paper when my photo is going to take up the whole thing. I'm not going to put decorative paper on this. I'm just not. I think it's just to only see a sliver of my decorative paper and to have the book get thicker, for me personally, I don't like that. If you want to put a decorative paper on top of this and have a double mount, looks really nice. If you have, like, you know, if you wanted to do a white, if you don't have a white border, however you want to do it. Again, personal preference. We're going to go 6 1/4 wide. Okay, personal preference. But I just glue with these cards when I do these inserts like this, I just glue my pictures right to it. If I'm gonna do some kind of collage, then I go with my decorative paper because it takes up the same volume. I just don't wanna make my book start to get too big with a lot of double mounting, okay? This card goes in the deep pocket. And now because we made this little gusset, you can go, oops, sorry, this little gusset, you can get the card in there really nicely, have lots of space to slide it in, okay? Unlike my prototype where I forgot to do that and I can barely get the card inside the pocket. Wait, why is it not going? Oh, it's stuck inside this other. What the heck? Oh! This, I don't know. I didn't see that. Glue it down. Glue it down. This little inside thing. Pocket thing. It's so weird. I did not see that. Can you see that little bitty bit? Yeah, glue that down. Glue that down. You won't be able to use your pocket. Oh, goodness. Okay. For real this time, guys. For real. Don't try to take this thing off, for the love of God. I know it looks ugly, but once you put the pattern paper on it, you're not going to notice it's even there. You might a little bit, but I mean, that's, you know, keep burnishing it. Get a nice flat. Okay, now we can get the card in there. So it's a smaller one. Okay, smaller card here. Our other card fell out, but it won't. Once you start decorating this thing and you glue the front page on, this card won't come out anymore, I promise. I have 1,000,001 envelope mini albums and they don't come out once you do that. Okay, so that is it, guys. That is the whole thing. So once you've done this, you're going to make 2 more. We're going to do 3 pages, okay? And then next week, I'm going to show you what we're going to do with this, okay? And how we are going to take this thing and we're going to turn this into a stack the deck binding, okay? And 5 pages will fit on here because there's 6 parts, 5 pages, and then 1 gets glued down, okay? So here are your inserts, again, your signatures. You've got your card envelope. This one here in the big pocket flips up. You can pull the whole thing out. Little pocket here for tags. Big pocket here. We're going to make some really cool inserts, okay, with our pocket insert, our pocket page decorations, and your back page. All right, thanks a lot, guys, for stopping by, and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye.